What you saw today, did it change whether or not you think the House of Representatives should launch impeachment proceedings?
My position has always been whatever decision we made in that regard would have to be done with our strongest possible hand, and we still have some outstanding matters in the courts.
Your strongest possible hand, like Robert Mueller saying out loud that the president would have faced an indictment for obstruction of justice if he weren't a sitting president. Got it. In case you were under a rock or in a submarine beneath the sea or comatose from taking too much milk of the poppy yesterday, former special counsel Robert Mueller publicly testified about his investigation into Russian interference into the 2016 presidential election, and of course, Donald Trump. The testimony largely yielded no new information, to be perfectly honest. We already knew that the special counsel didn't clear Donald Trump of obstruction of justice because it was in the text of the report, but because Pelosi doesn't actually want to impeach, but wants Trump to feel the political ramifications of having committed a crime, she and the Democrats calculated to create this public spectacle of the Mueller testimony so the American people could hear it from the horse's mouth. But then it rings entirely false when Pelosi and Oversight Chair Elijah Cummings get in front of the press and talk about the graveness of the allegations of the president's illegal behavior.
This is a critical moment in our country's history. Don't be fooled.
So then why not impeach? And then, if this is so grave, Pelosi and company, why turn around on the same night and hobnob with elites? Spoiler, it's because this is somewhat of a game to them. NBC News analyst Howard Feynman found himself in a controversy of his own making last night when he brag-tweeted a photo of a lively party at New York Times columnist Maureen Dowd's house, which was apparently so crowded that two VIPs, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, were still outside the house. The tweet in question? A Maureen Dowd party is always crowded. Ugh, kill me. Speaker Pelosi arrived late, greeted by the hostess, escorted in by Senator Schumer. He later deleted it because, boo-hoo, elites' feelings are hurt. In the old days, it would have been a benign, big-shot brag. No more. It was viciously ratioed by left and right. I deleted it. All establishments are hated. Perhaps some introspection about why establishments are hated, but okay. How vicious. That ratio. My heart bleeds for you. This party also came after Pelosi gave a recent, now infamous interview to Dowd, in which she lobbed attacks at the squad, setting in motion Donald Trump's vilifying the 4 congresswomen for days and days on end. Yes, that Maureen Dowd, the same person who then, after the interview, turned around and wrote an opinion piece attacking Ocasio-Cortez right after her interview with Pelosi, and also called Trump Donald the Dove during the election. Solid pedigree. The point is that one moment, Pelosi is saying that the world is falling, and that same night she's going to a cocktail party at the home of supposed journalists with the rest of the elites. Because if Pelosi's real #1 concern was the American people, as she's pretending in her press conferences, she would be immediately impeaching. I mean, the obstruction accusation from the report is as clear as day, but that's not what she's doing. She's playing politics. Because the primary purpose of her leadership is the preservation of power and the elite bubble of the people in that party. Sure, she'll help Americans along the way as well, but not if it gets in the way of maintaining that structure. So no matter how dire she says things are, she's still ready to turn around to go to a cocktail hour with the rest of the DC club, because to her, things aren't very dire at all.